Hi, I'm Helga from Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking. Today we're going to do a mail call. I'm going to talk a little bit about the last of my garden produce, a couple questions for you, and got a new shirt. I'm pimping my own channel today. So anyway, we'll see what we have here. This mail call is always, I think, pretty exciting, because even though we're in this digital age, I still like getting mail. I guess I'm old-fashioned enough for that. You know, when you were a kid or when you were young, you used to always run to the mailbox and look forward to getting something in the mail, and the digital world does not quite deliver the same thrill. So we're going to see what I have here. This one is from my buddy MBYR31 from Matt. I really gotta get a proper letter opener. One of these days I'm gonna stab myself. Screw it. I always try and do it nice and neat. That's just not me. It does not work. Let's see here. There we go. There's Matt's sticker. And he says, "Hi Helga, thanks for the subscription and any and all advice for cooking outdoors or in any you may have. I appreciate it. Take care, Matt." Thanks, Matt. Hey, we're all here helping each other, especially with the Dutch oven thing. I mean, that's an art form. And we were camping here a week or two ago, and I wanted to Dutch oven cook chicken and biscuits, and it rained except for one night, and one night we were at our friends, so that didn't come about. I'm hoping here when I go back up to camp with my parents again in a couple weeks, I can do something different. I still made chicken and biscuits, it just wasn't in the Dutch oven. So anyway, I'm happy to add Matt's to my sticker board. And this is a temporary board. Obviously I'm working on something more permanent and much nicer, because I think I'm going to need something quite a bit bigger. But our Covered Bridges Festival's coming up down here at Knoebels, and I always really enjoy that. A lot of craftsmen, artisans, and that's something I don't know how many of you are familiar with. This area is a really big historical area, and that it has a lot of covered bridges. And I'm trying to remember the number that we have, but I'm going to guess it's got to be over 20. And most of them are original. There's a couple that have had to be redone thanks to really severe floods, but most of them are original. Alright, so this big package is pretty sure from my buddy the Plow Guys. John and Justin up there, the Plow Guys. Oh, let's see what we got here. And it is, oh wow. So we got the stickers, and this is, and John said this is for Mike and I to share. Ooh, nice mouse pad. Nice mouse pad. Move over and get plowed. You know, I gotta say, that's probably one of the better slogans going for any of the YouTube channels in so many ways. And I'm gonna be really good and not say any more about that. And even a hat, and signed. I mean, how nifty is that? Yeah, I don't think Mike's getting this one. You can have the mouse pad. He's a computer geek. You can have the mouse pad. I'll take the hat. Thanks, John, Justin. So Matt, John, Justin, thank you guys. I'll be happy to add these up here too. Oh, I like Matt's sticker. It's got a farm all on there. Red's right, green is wrong at this house. So that takes care of the current mail call. My garden's winding down. I didn't show any pictures of it. I should. It's mostly dying stuff. Everything's pretty well done. I still have tomatoes that keep coming on, and green beans. But I kind of picked a lot of the last of it today. I did get sweet corn. Several meals, as a matter of fact, and this is actually the last of it, these little nubbins here, and they're pretty tough. I'm actually going to make corn datch with them. And corn datch is not fritters. Fritters use baking powder. Corn datch does not. It's like a cross between a crepe and a pancake, more crepe than pancake. I made apple datch in one of my videos, and you can substitute corn for the same thing, and I like maple syrup on them. It goes really good with ham slice as a dinner. But that's how I'm going to use these last ones up. And then the rest of my garden produce here. Smallest cabbages in the world. This is all the bigger they got. I actually think I'm going to do these in a little olive oil and cracked black pepper and roast them. I love cabbage about any way you can make them. More green beans. I actually made ham and string beans the other day, and I did not think to make a video of that. It's really simple, but it's really good, and it's something that's really PA Dutch and we eat around here all the time. So, got more tomatoes. My Romas this year have done really, really well. I'm really happy with them. My other ones, they didn't do so hot, but the Romas saved my bacon this year. More peppers, more Thai hots, habaneros, oops, and these guys. And I'm trying to remember which ones these are, because I just threw a bunch of stuff in, and yeah, I was in a hurry and I didn't remember which was which here. And more peppers, actually regular bell peppers. Not the biggest, but hey, they're peppers. I'm happy with them. And oh, and a sugar baby. These don't get real big to begin with, and this really isn't. This is not quite what it ought to be, but at least it's something. And I've been dying to do this. See if I got anything that's even worth anything. Oh, I do. Look at that. Oh, it smells really sweet too. Not seedless though. Get the seeds out. It's actually pretty sweet. It's really good. Yeah, that won't be long for the world. Okay. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, with the garden produce, I know Darren Sharon had asked me what we have for crops around here, and I'm actually working on a video that kind of shows what we have, you know, in the area. And wheat, corn, soybeans, hay. Let's see, I would say Timothy, orchard grass, and a mix are the most common. We do have alfalfa. Our alfalfa is much different than western alfalfa, however. Totally different nutrient content. A lot of truck patching goes on around here, so you'll see a lot of pumpkins, potatoes this year, tomatoes. Those are always really popular. I have seen some canola fields. That's more rare. We don't see that around here. Some flax fields. That's more rare. We don't normally see that around here. The other big thing around here is Christmas trees. Pennsylvania is a really big Christmas tree producing state, and year before last, the Christmas tree for Rockefeller Center up in New York City was actually taken right from here, actually from a co-worker's place, not 7 miles away. So that was a pretty big deal. They had a really good time. They got taken to Rockefeller Center on them and treated to like royalty for the whole night. It was really cool. So that's some of what we have around here. I'd say those are, oh, and oats. We have oats as well. Those I'd say are the most primary crops. I'll try and get footage. Also, big orchards around here. Lots of orchards. In fact, right up the hill, I can walk to it. Is a really wonderfully family-owned orchards. It's been going for forever, and actually I'm worried about what will happen in the future because he's really getting up there and nobody in the family wants it, and he keeps that orchard just beautiful. And he has peaches and pears and apples primarily. And I usually get my apples from him, and apple season is about here. I usually use Macintoshes for my pies and my apple dumplings, and another couple weeks I'll be getting that, and we'll be starting on that. After my salads end this week, I have a cucumber zucchini salad slaw coming out at the end of this week. I'm going to start in on some of the fall recipes, and because this heat's breaking here eventually. It's finally starting to cool down at night. It could cool down during the day too, for all I care. Too hot. But going to work on some of the fall recipes like chicken and waffles, which is very PA Dutch, the apple dumplings, and some of the other things like that. I'm also going to ask you guys, and feel free to comment in my comments underneath the video, underneath the mail call here, do any of you guys use cookbooks? I know guys suck at reading directions, so I'm wondering how many of you actually ever use cookbooks. Quite a few of you are cooking, so I don't know if you're just getting it offline, if it's stuff that you already knew or had, or whatever. But how many of you actually ever use cookbooks or ever are interested in using cookbooks? I have a reason for asking, so if you'd leave me a comment on whether you do or you don't, or what you find valuable about them, I would really appreciate that. And guys that cook like Little Doggy and Ghostma, and you guys, I'd really appreciate hearing your opinions. So that's pretty much it, I guess. That was mail call, garden produce, what's coming up, crops. I think that's it. I have to write a list. If I don't write a list, I'm screwed. I have a really great memory. It's ridiculously short. So other than that, it was pretty cool. So until next time and the end of the week, my other coleslaw, well, zucchini cucumber slaw comes out. See you later. Bye.